Hello guys, this is Kabase. This update is the Come Before the Storm update for August. It's still quite significant. So, without further ado, let's get started. Before we start, while this is outside the game, I do have to mention that HBR Theater, Heaven Burns Red's 4 Coma manga series, will be coming to an end with its final episode on August 30th. While it's sad to see it end due to the conflicting schedules of the artists, we'll definitely miss it more as it was the source of just really fun and hilarious content about the daily shenanigans of the Seraph Squadron and yeah. Now for the source side of things, starting from August 7th, we'll only have an event story recommendation period for Megami Swimsuit event, Rule the Swimsuit to Rule Summer in Narashino, supported by Higher Self event. So, if you haven't, be sure to read the event, but I genuinely mean this when I say that it's highly recommended to first complete Chapter 4 Part 2 before reading this, and yeah, after reading it, take advantage of the 3 times token bonus in the event stages. Now for the freebies, we'll have 2 login bonus, the first being the summer campaign login bonus 2, where it's just the usual 10 days to earn a total of 1500 quartz and 50 regular tickets. This is enough to spark for an SS1 in the regular gacha. The next one, which starts a week later on August 14th, is the collaboration teaser login bonus, where in 4 days of login, you get 3 bells, a miracle chalice, a S or above guaranteed recruitment ticket, and most importantly, a collaboration teaser 10-roll recruitment ticket. Based on the image, I assume it's just a pool ticket for any new Platinum Gacha or any new Memoria banners. I would be surprised if it applies to limited or collab gacha, so don't get your hopes out on that despite its name. And lastly, also starting on August 14th is the collaboration teaser campaign limited time missions. Basically, for every week, spend 25 livestones or 5 days of dailies to get a collaboration teaser 10 roll recruitment ticket and 250 quartz. And since it runs for 2 weeks, basically double that. Very nice set of rewards there as we now move on to the gameplay side of things. And these first two, I don't know why they weren't part of the announcement, even if the game itself and later announcements shows their existence. But yeah, first up is the next Astrarium number 8, Metaphorus Annulus of Perenity. For those who completed Chapter 5 Part 2, you may know this boss being the same final boss of that chapter. And boy, do you need to have a fire and ice team for this one, cause for those unaware, this boss has E-shields instead of DP bars, which by the way, this boss has 3 bars of HP to go through. So yeah, that's already a problem, and the different phases get more and more ridiculous, especially with a skill that's basically guaranteed death. So be sure to basically break that E-shield just before that final wait time at the worst case. But nonetheless, as always with Astrarium, perfect time to experiment with A, S, and SS and SSR Memorias you haven't or barely used before, so use the planetary battles to do so. Next is the usual score attack, challenge number 47, the Wandering Lurker. As usual here on screen are the multiplier conditions for the next 2 weeks. And yes, like the last boss of score attack, there's only one set of conditions for the entire period. This boss, typically on paper, is a very simple, especially if you know its patterns, but because of its conditions, my tip is just be warned as it can give your units debuffs like Confusion, SP Drain, and Defense down, and even heal its DP when it's broken. And again, with the current score attack in full swing, it's gonna hit much harder than before, so good luck. And lastly is the late summer orb skill training support. Like I said countless times, these periods are the greatest of opportunities of absolutely draining your orb passes as it further increases your progress mastering orb skills for your characters, and yeah. Now we get to the banners. It's just one new banner with one new SS and SSR Memoria each. Also, this banner has free daily 1 pool as well, so don't waste that. As we now move on to the first one, which is SSR bounding into Brilliant Summer Aina Misohara, who is a Thunder Blunt debuffer that, of course, if you know Aina, this Memoria is also great at OD generation. Her EX skill at 16 SP that gives both 2-turn defense down and thunder defense down through a 8-hit single target blunt attack. But the real amazing part of this skill is that when the enemy is already in down state, the EX skill becomes free, so 0 SP, and gains 9 times higher devastation damage than the normal conditions, which effectively turns her into a blaster, like actually in the higher tiers in fact, letting her pile on massive DR damage on top of debuffing. Her common skill or non-EX skill at 7 SP is similar to Santa Fubuki's common skill, where the difference with this Aina is that another ally can be inflicted with the 100% DP consumption, that is actually 99.99%, basically so that said ally doesn't break their DP in exchange for 50% OD on the first use and 25% on subsequent uses. Pretty great, honestly. Now her passives both have the same condition of when the enemy is in the down state or downed, where LB0 gives 1 turn self-defense down effect boost, basically increasing your debuff potency by 25%, and LB3 gives 1 turn self-devastation rate up, which increases your DR damage by half, making her effectively the best Thunder Blaster when the enemy is in the down state. Overall, at first, she might be a bit complicated Memoria to use, but if you plan to pull, try using her as primarily a OD generator, especially if you have your SS1 interjection first. Then once you get used to using her right after breaking the enemy's TP, that's where you see her shine as one of the most valuable members of your Thunder team. She's definitely safe for the future. Now, from daughter to mommy. SS Tactician of Chaos Mari Satsuki or Demon General Mari is a very versatile general debuffer, especially in the case of spamming her skills. Now, her X skill with no use limit starting at 10 SP applies permanent defense down plus 1 turn fragile, but then the subsequent uses improves it with the second use adds 8 defense down debuff, just 1 turn as well. Third use halves the SP cost to 5. Then the fourth use and after extends fragile and the defense down to 2 turns, which for any general teams, that's practically the main debuffs you need to inflict. Her non-EX skill at 6 SP and 6 skill uses only is also quite a skill, as it grants extra turn to herself and one other frontline ally, which is fantastic if you want to double dip both her own EX or someone else who is meant to spam its skills to, like the complementary Demon General of Lust, Seira. As we now move on to her passives, starting with her 2 LB0 passives, where LB0 number 1 is just giving herself the self-servant of Yamawaki or the Waki buff at battle start. As all of the 31 Simao Memorias do, LB0 number 2 also gives another benefit where if you use her extra turn, she gives your allies plus 2 SP except herself. Then her LB3 passive gives this benefit where if you use 8 SP or less skills, you get a 1 turn self-defense down effect boost, which makes spamming her EX skills for the third time onwards be more beneficial. So overall, she's one of the best general debuffers and obviously the main debuffer of the Bungo team, and yeah, she's safe for the future as well. From an elemental perspective, Swimsuit Aina is a valuable piece for Thunder teams as she gives debuffs, is an OD battery, and could be your blaster on the same team, as she integrates all 3 specialties as seamless as it can be. From a general/common perspective, Demon General Mari is a debuffer that works in any squad that wants permanent defense down plus fragile with a great extra or additional turn common skill to boot. And of course, excellent synergy with the Bungo team. This banner is recommended especially if you run either the Bungo, General, or Thunder teams, but if not, skip. Though as always, if you love the characters, their artworks, or want their specific abilities, feel free to ignore my advice and pull for them. The last banners I have to mention are the paid course exclusive Swimsuit Campaign SS Guaranteed Recruitment, the paid course exclusive Swimsuit Campaign Selection Step Up Recruitment, and the Swimsuit Campaign's Featured Recruitment, which are all skips. So yeah, back to regular programming. And lastly is a pack worth mentioning, being the web shop exclusive selection ticket, where the pool is every Memoria up to the Winter Yotsuha and Mua banner, except the Unison and Collab, obviously, and the Maria Demon General Tenon banner, which guessing they forgot to add that in. Anyways, the best memorias here are the element overwriters, and the latest memorias in the pool was 5 months ago. So if you desire a Memoria there, the selector is the best value purchase in the game. And yeah, that's the end of the video, I guess. You subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Share this friend and watch this video next time there. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye!